Hello and welcome. Trying a new style today, and if this is our first time meeting, my name is Gabby Lemons. I'm so excited you're here, and as of the time I'm shooting this video, that's gonna be most of you. But just to give you a little context, I am on a journey to find myself, to figure out what I really want to do. I have a good idea of what that is. I love content creation, I like making videos, I like the whole process of it really, but I'm more so trying to figure out the topic or the theme of my videos. So today I'm gonna try vlogging. I have never vlogged before. I actually started this channel years ago, several years ago, and I've done a variety of things. I first started trying to post I guess devotional style content, just sharing kind of my thoughts on certain passages of scripture or encouraging daily Christian living type of stuff. I then moved on to productivity. I love, planners, organization, time management, stuff like that, because honestly it made a huge difference in my life. During that time, I had so much on my plate and I was very overwhelmed, stressed out constantly. But once I figured out how to use a planner and actually manage my time instead of letting all my responsibilities just completely run me over, it made a huge difference. And I was able to get so much more done and not be overwhelmed. And by being able to get all those things done, I was very fulfilled. Felt a huge sense of purpose, which was a benefit to me. So, but that fell through. I didn't follow through with that. I wanted to also get into making planners, which I made some, and I made some digital stickers. I tried to do the Etsy thing for a little bit, and then further down the road, I tried to do a few cleaning type videos, clean with me, stuff like that, and they actually didn't do too bad for a relatively new channel. I would consider it a new channel because I was so inconsistent with it, but I actually gained a few subscribers. A lot of my subscribers as of right now are from that era of my life, and I did some clean with me's and they actually did pretty good. I want to say one of them got around 500 views maybe for a nighttime cleaning routine, which is pretty mellow, and that's honestly how I feel about myself. I'm a pretty mellow person. But yeah, I feel a strong desire to create content that has never left. So I'm gonna just go all in. I'm gonna pursue it. I'm gonna see what God has for me in this. I want to figure out exactly how I want to share my perspective on life, the lessons that I've learned, because I do feel I have a interesting view on things, and I've seen a lot. I've been involved in ministry for many years. Me and my husband have been heavily involved in ministry, so we've got to see a lot of things that surprised us, both for the good and bad. But whether it was good or bad, I was still able to learn from it. And a lot of life lessons that I would love to share with people, just to give them an advantage, just to help them, benefit them in any way. I love to encourage people because I've experienced a season of deep discouragement. I know what that's like, but I've also been able to come out of that. And I think if I can just share the things that I've learned, the things that have been revealed to me, my experiences most of all, if I could share my experiences, I would love to connect with more people and just be a positive impact on their life in any degree. So if you would like to join me on that journey, go ahead and subscribe now. As of right now, I'm probably going to have a lot of style content. Like, for example, today, this is my first ever vlog. and I am actually out in public, which is interesting because, well, I say I'm out in public, but I'm driving obviously right now, but passing by all those cars that you just saw and just feeling like they're all just watching me like, what are you doing, girl? You know? Yeah, it's pretty weird, but I'm deciding I'm not gonna care. I've spent so much of my life caring about what other people thought of me that it kept me back. It held me back, and the only person that I can blame for that is me, because I let it affect me. You know, we're all entitled to our opinion. We all have opinions, and we all have rights to have our own opinions, but it's ultimately up to me whether or not I let your opinion affect me, and I'm just not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to let other people's opinion hold me back from my calling, and more importantly, pursuing my calling. So that's what this is about. And I am going too fast. Slow down, girl. Woo! It got me talking. That's what happens when you get me talking and I'm driving. I just take off. Today is my husband and my grandmother's birthday. And just a side note about my grandmother, she is basically my mom. She's the only mother figure that I've had in my whole life. She helped raise me. I went back and forth between her and my dad growing up, so she had a huge role in my life. There was a big chunk of my life that my dad wasn't involved in, and I was with her. So, and that's a whole nother story for another day. I will definitely be sharing that one of these days when I feel comfortable enough. But she's basically like my mom. So I may call her my mom, I may call her my grandma, but that's who I'm talking about. So yeah, that's my day. I'm gonna go see my mom. I woke up this morning, I had a good time in prayer. You know, I've been rebuilding my prayer life. If you've seen my other videos, I am bouncing back from a season of deep discouragement where I gave up, but God did not give up on me. He is bringing me out. And this morning, sometimes I feel so pressured to pray a certain way, or like if I'm not crying and just having such an emotional response, you know, that I'm not doing it right. But I feel like God showed me that I'm pursuing the wrong thing at that moment. Like if I'm approaching prayer, with the objective to have an emotional response, I'm missing the mark, because prayer is all about relationship. And that's okay. This is part of the process. This is part of the sanctification process. We are learning, we are growing, so I'm not beating myself up anymore about everything. You know, I'm gonna do my best. But I felt him kind of stop me, because I was like, you know, oh Lord, the kind of stuff we tend to pray when we're trying to get into the vein of prayer. And he's like, just talk to me. Just talk to me, you know? And that was enough for me to help. That was enough to help me. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're real. You know, prayer isn't about isn't like mystical, isn't it? It's not casting spells, or I have to pray these exact words, because at the end of the day, that's not prayer. You know, that's ritual. And I'm not about ritual. I'm about relationship with God. And so I'm not going to pray in a way that I think, I don't know, how do I say this? I'm not going to put myself in a box when it comes to prayer. I'm not going to pray a particular way because I feel other people expect me to pray that way, or I feel pressure to pray that way for any reason. I'm just going to go in and talk to my God. I'm going to go in and talk to my Savior, the one that pulled me out of the mess I created for myself, you know, the one that's given me a new life. And that's how it really feels when you come out of this world and you start to truly live for God. You're like, man, was my life before real? It doesn't feel real. Like the life that you live now, you know, after you live for God, after you start following Him and pursuing Him wholeheartedly, it's like, it's a brand new life. And I'm almost screamed. I'm so happy to be living for God. So prayer was good. He stopped me and he's like, just talk to me. Stop trying to be all emotional. Stop pursuing the emotion and just pursue me. So I did. And I just started, sharing my heart with Him, worshiping Him, thanking Him, loving on Him, and praying about certain things that, that were on my mind, kind of worried about, but I'm just casting my cares on Him, right? At that point, cast your cares on Him because He cares for you. He doesn't want you weighed down by those things. He's in that scripture, He's like, to me, He's saying, let me be your strength. You're not strong enough. You're not strong enough. You're limited. Let me carry it for you so you don't have to. That's how much I love you. Oh, I love that verse. I love my God that I serve, and I'm so thankful for how faithful He is. So, prayer was good, if you couldn't tell by my response to my prayer meeting this morning. And I had a great devotion, and after that I did some research. I did a little bit of research because I want to try to figure out, where to take this channel. Where am I going? What am I doing with it? Have a general idea, but I'm just trying to figure things out and sharing my experiences and lessons along the way. And I came across vlogging. And I know with vlog channels, or at least I looked up today on a quick search, vlog channels can cover a vast, a variety of topics. And that's something that I'm definitely interested in. Because as most creators are, we're multi-passionate, and I'm definitely multi-passionate, but it always revolves around God. It always revolves around the things of God and edifying others and encouraging others. So as of right now, that's where I'm at. And today, like I said, is my first vlog, and I thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and we'll see. If you subscribe, you follow along, we'll find out together where I end up. Also, another side note, another reason I came back to YouTube, because I was on Instagram for a while trying to promote a life coaching business, because I am trained as a certified life coach. I haven't got my credential just yet. I'm only missing 2 hours of being coached by a mentor coach. So I need to be coached myself for 2 hours in order to complete my credentialing, but I've completed all my training. I have offered my services to a couple of people, so I at least have a few hours of experience in offering my services. So I went the Instagram route, but it's just, I don't feel like it's worth it. I feel like I feel for certain niches, it's worth it. I feel like for certain niches, it'll be good, but not for every niche. Like if you're into self-improvement in that realm, I don't know, because really, if you think about it, when you're on Instagram, you're there to be entertained. You're there to kind of, pass time, or just, mostly entertainment. But people that are into personal development or improving themselves, or, growing in any kind of way, they're not looking for that on Instagram. They're coming to YouTube. So I feel like that fits my niche a little bit more. So I've switched that, but also back to what I was saying before. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, but this is my first vlog, so there you go. I want to improve my speaking skills. I'm very introverted, I'm very introverted, and I don't enunciate. And I speak very fast, which causes me to stumble over my words, especially when I get excited, like you've probably been able to tell this video. But I want to improve on it. I want to improve my speaking ability. I want to, expand my vocabulary. So I've not only been recording videos more frequently and posting them, I've also been reading. And that's one of the best ways to become a better speaker is to read. To read. So along with my Bible reading, I'm also reading Out of the Flames. And I'll put that up here if you're interested in it. But that is definitely for a mature audience. I wouldn't recommend it for, younger audience. It's a pretty mature read, but it's so motivating and inspiring, and it's eye-opening. It is so eye-opening. So if you want to read that with me, I think I'm in chapter 3. I try to read an hour before bed, so I'm not making huge progress on it, but it's not about that. It's about just me being able to develop the habit of reading every day, outside of, my Bible reading. So, yeah, that's what I got going on today. I'll check back in with you later. I made it. And just like every woman, I have my hands full. But I made it, y'all. Here to see Mom on her birthday. She is turning 82. 82 years old today. So I'm so excited to see her. It's been a few weeks. I live over an hour away, so it's not the easiest thing to come down and see her, but it's worth the drive. Okay. Hi, Mama.
Hi, sweetheart.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Good.
I'm still alive.
You're still alive.
Yeah, what can I say?
You can say hi to everybody. I'm recording a video.
I know it. Who's everybody?
Oh, this is for my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, do you know what day it is?
Monday? Monday.
No, it's Wednesday.
When? I never
But better
know.
than that, it's your birthday.
I know, that's true. 82 years old, can you imagine?
82.
Happy birthday to Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mama. 82. 82.
Well, that was an interesting time. It's always hard to leave my grandma, aka Mom, because she just turned 82, and that is such a blessing. I'm so thankful she's still around. But it is always very emotional to come see her. I live over an hour away, and just with gas, maintenance, scheduling, stuff like that, it's always a bit of a challenge to come see her. I try to come as often as I can, So I do see her fairly regularly, but just leaving it just always breaks your heart. And then, and something else that we're also dealing with, besides her age, is dementia. So I come here and it's just, I hear the same exact stories told in slightly different ways each time I come. And I thank God she still remembers me. She knows who I am. And I'm so happy with that. Like, I don't know if I could ask for more, really. But she gets a lot of other people mixed up. And my dad, who passed away about 6 years ago, she always confuses for other family members and just mixes up their stories so much. So it's like we have most of her, but she's slowly slipping away, So every time I leave, it's hard. But today was a good day. I was not expecting my family to show up like they did. They showed up to surprise her with a cake and to sing happy birthday. And that was so nice. So I was really happy to be able to see them, all my little cousins and everybody, my aunt and my other cousins, her daughters. So it was a really good time and very emotional, but very, very good time. I'm so thankful for that. So now I'm just heading home. I got about an hour more to go or so. And it's time to get ready for church.